Hello guys, it's always interesting and always very amazing when I come here to share informations. If you want to come to Canada, this is the right place to be. My name is Raphael Ebose. I want you to subscribe. Anything that has to do with Canada immigration, this is the right place. Please subscribe, click the subscribe button, turn on the notification button so that you always get the informations that you need to come to Canada. The essence of this YouTube page is so that you can do these things yourself. So I post informations on a regular basis, how you can migrate to Canada, how you can do it yourself, the various opportunities out there to come to Canada. So if you're interested in Canada, this is the right place to be. Click on the subscription button, turn on the notification button. Hi guys, it's always exciting when I come here to bring informations that are very beneficial to you. My name is Raphael Ebose and this is my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about the reasons why people's permanent resident applications are refused. So I want you guys to sit tuned, sit tight, and watch and flow along with me so that you get all the necessary information you need to get. A quick disclaimer, I'm not an immigration agent. Everything I'm sharing here is for informative purposes. I've done these things myself. I did my application myself, and I've helped other people with information as well, and they've been successful. That's why I'm here today to share this information with you. I don't charge money for anything. I just share the information, and I try as much as possible to put the links, the Canada website, so that you can go there and verify these informations yourself. All right, so let's dive into today's video. As I said, today's video, it's all about the reasons why permanent resident applications are refused. It can be very sad and disheartening when after you've done all that is needed, you've done your IELTS, you've done your document verification, you've been in the pool for several months, and eventually you got your ITA, you're excited, and you submit all the document you think you need to submit, and all of a sudden you receive a very terrible news that your application has been refused. I just can't imagine how the feeling would be like. I just can't picture it. So that's why you need to follow through in this video today, so that you need to know everything that is needed from you when you receive your ITA. So here comes the steps. The first thing, when it comes to permanent resident application, it's all about validation. What I mean by validation is you're going to validate all the information you put in your Express Entry profile that led to you being invited to come and apply for permanent residence. You put informations there, put your age, you're married, if you're married, if you have kids, you put those information, your university history or school educational history, I mean, all those things. Eventually, when you receive your ITA, you just need to validate them by means of verifiable documents. So that's what PRO application is all about. So the first thing that can lead to refusal is when you are unable to validate this information. The second thing that can lead to this refusal is when you choose the wrong NOC. It's also very important that you choose the right NOC so that when you eventually receive your ITA, the experience letter or the document you'll be submitting will match the NOC you've chosen. So let's dive into it in detail. So I'm going to break it step by step. When you receive your ITA, is either you accept it or you decline. Of course, you're going to accept because that's the reason you've been in the pool. So you accept, then what happens next? You're going to fill in some information about yourself. If you're the primary applicant, you fill the information about yourself, your work history, the places you've stayed from when you're 18. If you're married, you put the information of your partner and all that. So you're going to put information about yourself, how long you've been working. So you fill the information part. Then the next part is where you upload documents. I always tell people consistency is very important. When you are filling the information, you must ensure that the information matches with the exact information you put in your Express Entry profile before you got your invitation. You don't want any discrepancies because that will raise a red flag. So while you're filling your express entry profile, it's very important you put in the right informations that you know when you eventually receive your ITAs, you can back them up, you can validate it. So for documents, you're going to upload your passport, your international passport. For that, it's very important you scan it very well. The database of your passport that shows your name, your date of birth, when the passport was issued, when it's going to expire. It's going to also show your passport number. So it must be very clear. Scan it and make it very clear before you upload it. Then also your passport, every stamp pages in your passport must be uploaded as well if you've traveled to any places before. So Canada will always ask you to upload any stamp pages in your passport. So it's very important you also upload that as well. Then you also have to upload your normal photograph, your normal passport photograph. You don't just snap with your phone. They have specifications. So you have to go to where they do it, pay them, and let them do the snapping. Let them take the passport photograph for you. It's not something you can do with your phone, except you are a photographer. So Canada have their own specification. You must follow through the specification that is given in the website and use it to get your normal passport photograph done. As simple as that, that can make your application to be refused, or it can prolong the length at which your application is supposed to be approved. You don't want anything like that. So please, your normal passport photograph, you must ensure you follow the specification to the way it is in the website. Then you also, if you also have a secondary applicant, maybe you're married, you have to do the same thing for your spouse as well. The data page of the international passport, their passport photograph. If you have kids, the same thing as well. Very important. It must be very clear. Follow the specification. Then the next thing is your experience letter, or what we call reference letter from your place of work. So if you've stated in your express entry profile that you're working, all the places you've stated you've worked, you have to get a reference letter from them or the experience letter. There's also a specification for the experience letter. In my next video, I'll be talking about how you can get your reference letter, what is needed in your reference letter. So there's a specification, what you need to put in your reference letter. You don't just write reference letter the way you want. There are certain things they look at. They look at the NOC. The NOC in your reference letter must match, or what we call experience letter must match with what you've stated in your express entry profile. The duties must also match as well. The length, if it's a full-time you've chosen, it must also show that it's a full-time work. Your salary and all that. So we're going to discuss about reference letter in our next video. So you have to get your reference letter, all the places you work, you have to scan it as well and upload it. Then the next thing you have to do is your education, your educational history. So if in your express entry you stated you used 2 degrees, you have to upload those degrees that you've used. Then the degree you send to ECHA must be the one you upload. It's very important. Then your ECHA reports must be uploaded as well. Scan it properly and upload it. You also do the same for your partner. Your partner has to do their ECHA. Most times, some people, their partner don't need to evaluate their document, but I always say, when you get this done for your partner, it's going to increase your score, right? So you have to do the same for your partner, where they also upload their educational credential assessment report. Very clear, because in that report, there's a number in that report that ROCC will use to verify your degree, if it was really verified by the agency that does the verification. Then the next thing is your proof of funds. I've talked about proof of fund in my YouTube channel so many times. So if you've not watched that video, please go and watch that video so that you know what proof of fund entails. So you're going to upload documents to show your proof of fund, your bank statement, at least I usually tell people 6 months. Some people will say 4 months, but I just tell you get 6 months bank statement. It's very important. Also get a reference letter from the bank stating that you are the owner of the account. It will also show when you open the account and if that money actually belongs to you. So get your bank statement showing the proof of fund in your account that you're going to use to relocate to Canada. Also get a reference letter from the bank as well. Add it to the bank statement, then you upload it as your proof of funds. Then there's a portion for optional documents. Here, if you need to explain anything, then this is where you upload the document explaining anything that you think you need to make very clear for the visa officer to note. It's very important. So if you don't need to explain anything, then you don't need to upload any document. If you think all your documents you uploaded, they are all straightforward, then that's very good. You don't need to explain anything. So it's very important you get these things done. Then the next thing that you also have to upload is your upfront medicals. These things, if you don't do them, all the things I've been saying, if you don't do it well, they can all lead to your PRO being refused, your PRO application being refused. As simple as that. So as I was saying, you upload your medical report. When you do your medicals from the chosen panel physician, you usually get that from the Canada website. You don't just go to any hospital to do medical and get the report and you upload. No, you have to use the panel physician that is listed in the Canada website that is in your country closest to you. Once you've done that, they'll give you a sheet of paper that will contain your name, your information, and a particular reference number, which the visa officer is going to use to check for your medical report from their system. So that document, you have to upload it. It has to be clear. You upload it after you've done your medical. Then the next thing is your police clearance certificate. Police clearance certificate is usually one of the most reasons, or the prominent reason I would say, why PRO application is refused. So you must get your police clearance certificate. If you are applying a loan, you have to get for yourself. If you have a spouse or you have kids that are coming with you, as long as they are up to 18 years of age, you have to get police clearance for them. And the police clearance is for any place you've stayed for 6 months or more than 6 months in a row. So any country you've stayed for 6 months or more in a row, you have to get a police clearance from that country. Even if you are not in the country, you have to find a way to get it. You have to apply online and all that. So you must get police clearance for any country you have stayed for 6 months or more than 6 months. So police clearance, as I said, is one of the main reasons visa application, PRO visa application is refused. And this is because people don't know how to upload these documents. First of all, the way the police document is given to you, upload it like that. If it's given to you in colored, don't upload black and white. Upload the colored that was given to you. There are some countries that it comes out in black and white. Fine, you have to upload it that way. There are some countries you download it from their portal. The way it was downloaded, please upload it like that. There are some countries it comes out in black and white, then the stamp or the signature of the agencies or the government body doing it, it will be in colored, just the same way it was given to you. Please guys, upload it that way. Don't change the format. If it's in colored, upload it in color. If it's in black and white, I'm repeating this because this is one of the reasons a lot of people's PRO application is refused. And take note, there's a duration for which a PCC or police clearance certificate it's valid for. Some countries it's valid for 6 months, while some it could be 3 months. I think for Nigeria it's valid for 3 months. You see it on the police clearance certificate. They will write it there valid for 3 months. But if it's not written there, you know that it's valid for 6 months. And take note, there are various names they call it in different countries. So if you are in any country you want to get your police clearance certificate, you have to, they are different names, as I said. You have to ensure that you are getting the right one, right? So once you get it, you upload it. You also upload for your partner. If you have kids that are up to 18 years, you also have to get for them as well. So take note, PCC is very important, and ensure you upload the right PCC, the right document. So once you've done that, you've done everything you need to do, then you can click next. Then after the next, you go to the page where you have to make your payment. Payments, there are 3 payments: the PRO application fee, the visa processing fee, and your biometric. So if you are applying a loan, you're going to be paying single biometric fee. If you have a family, you're going to calculate all of them. The fees will be there. You make your payment. And after you've done that, all you need to do is to wait. So this is what you need to do to ensure that your PRO application is not refused. You must put the right information. But before we continue, I want to really emphasize on traveling history. If you've been refused visa in any country before, in the part where they're asking for your traveling history, it's very important you state it. You must state the countries you've been refused, be it visitors visa, study visa, temporary visa, whatever it is. You must state the countries you've been refused visa, the reason you were refused the visa. Most times, your PR application is not going to be refused if you put information showing that you've applied to different countries before and you were refused, except it's for a criminal reason that you were refused. In that case, you have to upload a letter of explanation in the optional document part, explaining these things so that the visa officer attending to your PR application will understand very well, and if needs be, he or she would have to verify. Never you omit that part and not put it out of negligence, or you think, or if I put this information, my PR application will not be approved. Canada will always check. They have relationship with some countries like New Zealand, like US, like UK, and Australia. They share information, so they will always check to see if you've been refused in those countries and you did not declare it. If you did not declare that you've been refused, then they find that they are likely going to refuse your PR application and may even ban you for 5 years. So it's very important you put the information and state why you've been refused. And if you need to explain further, please do that. Upload the document in your letter of explanation in the optional document part. So please, for no reason should you omit that. It's very important. All these things are what can strengthen your application. At the same time, if you do not do them the right way, it can lead to refusal. So I hope with this video, guys, you people will be able to know what it entails to apply for your permanent resident and how you can ensure that your permanent resident application is not refused. I'm going to drop my email in the description below. If maybe you receive your ITA and you need assistance in submitting your permanent resident application, you can always send me an email, and be rest assured that I'm going to assist you in your application with all the documents you need and how you can go about it. Because all I want to see in this channel is people telling me how they watch my videos and they've been able to do these things themselves. All right, guys, we're going to stop here today. I want you guys to look forward to my next video.